The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Carr now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's at the 40. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Shrugs him off. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take it.
And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
But when when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Carr. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that, hopefully, get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Oh, he shifts past him. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff running left is Mostert. A nice little juke. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement this time. Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, Carr again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde, point by Butker, is on target, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return comes Drake. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He's got a man, complete, 20.
Get off the field.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. On the return comes Drake. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, Jacobs once more. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Jacobs. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
In for a Kansas City touchdown.
Here we go.
Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr fires this quickly to Tate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. Now Mostert off the read option. And he'll get about 3 just outside.
Laughing into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do. Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Carr, got to have this one. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Again, it's Carr. It's a gain of 35. Snead's got it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, quick. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down.
And got his man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.